Hey, hello, everybody. Marc Dixon here, your local Allstate agent right here in Hawaii. So, welcome back to another Friday real life story. Now, every Friday, I share a real insurance claim based on situations that I've handled during my nearly 18 years being an Allstate insurance agent here in Hawaii. Now, the names and a few details are changed to protect my customers' privacy, but the situations and the insurance lessons are very, very real. So, let's get right into it. Today's story starts with water and not the kind of water you want inside your house. So, one of my customers came home one day and discovered they had a major water leak. A pipe had burst, and water had gotten into the floors, into the walls, and into other parts of the townhouse. Now, the first priority was stopping the water and then getting everything dried out. And if you've ever dealt with water damage, well, you know, drying out a house isn't exactly a 5-minute project. It takes industrial fans, dehumidifiers, flooring gets removed, walls are opened up, and then there's equipment running in the house around the clock. The house was going to be unlivable for several weeks. Now, in this case, it ended up being about 3 weeks. Now, here's where the insurance story gets interesting. The family called me and said, "Hey, Marc, now we know insurance is going to help fix the townhouse, but where are we supposed to live while that's being done?" And that was a great question because when people think about homeowners insurance, they usually think about the roof, they think about the walls, they think about the floors, and they think about their personal belongings. But there's another coverage that can become incredibly important in situations just like this during a major claim, and it's called loss of use coverage. Now, depending on the policy and circumstances, loss of use can help pay for additional living expenses when a covered loss makes your home uninhabitable. So, in this case, the family's policy helped pay for temporary hotel accommodations while their townhouse was being dried out and repaired. And let's be honest, 3 weeks in a hotel in Hawaii can get pretty expensive pretty fast if you got to pay for it yourself, especially if you're paying for meals and parking and laundry and all the other little expenses that come with temporarily living somewhere else. Nobody plans for this. Now, you don't wake up in the morning and think, like today feels like a really good day to move my entire family into a hotel for 3 weeks. Of course, you'd rather be home in your own bed with your own coffee maker, your own bathroom. Yeah, thank you very much. But when something like a major water loss happens, I mean, having loss of use coverage can make a very, very stressful situation a lot more manageable. And here's a lesson I want you to remember. Homeowners insurance isn't just about fixing your house, right? Sometimes it's about helping you maintain your life while your house is being repaired. Because the damage may take weeks or even months, even longer than that to repair. And during that time, you still have to live. You gotta live somewhere, right? You still gotta eat. You still have to get to work. And you still have to take care of your family. So that's why I encourage my customers to understand their loss of use coverage before they ever need it. Right? Know what your policy provides, know what the limits are, and understand what expenses may or may not qualify. Because the best time to learn about this coverage is sitting at your kitchen table, not sitting in a hotel room, wondering who's going to pay the bill for the hotel room. So I'm Marc Dixon, your local Allstate agent here in Hawaii. Right? Thanks for joining me for another Friday real life story. Now, if you found this helpful, go share it with a homeowner or share it with someone who owns a condo or a townhouse. And if there's an insurance topic that you'd like to see me cover on one of these, drop it in the comments. Right, until next Friday, stay safe, live aloha, and have a mayhem free weekend. Aloha.